All right, what do we have coming up right now? They're, by the way, accompanied by white suits. You see that gentleman off to the right of your picture? They are volunteers who make sure this parade continues to move along smoothly year after year. All right, marching down the boulevard right now, straight from Santa Clara, California, the Santa Clara Vanguard. SCV, as they're called. They were formed back in 1967, and this morning, all the members are wearing their very distinguished Aussie-style hats with red and white feathers.
Now, SCV typically travels, get this, up to 13,000 miles each summer, entering in competitions throughout the United States. Now, the tour culminates in the World Championship competition each year, which is sponsored by Drum Corps International. You know what? It looks like they're maybe the ones to beat every year. Look at how precise they are. Yeah.
Everyone walking exactly to step, concentrating not only on the beat and the rhythm of the music, but the parade march itself. The unit performing in today's parade comprised of the Division 1 unit, Vanguard, the Division 2 unit, the Cadet Corps, and members of the Alumni Association,
I think that's kind of cool that the alumni come back and
You can go home again.
You can. Oh, let's just take a listen for a moment. Wow.
Oh, they sound terrific.
Boy.
You know what? Let's not forget, some of these people marching with instruments that weigh between 10 and 20 pounds in some cases.
That's right. That's right. They've got a long way to go. And they've already been in town. They've been competing in sort of like band competitions, and they've been putting on a big show for all the area residents at Bandfest. I think, how sore do you think their lips are, those trumpet players?
Oh, by the end of the day, 2.5 hours of playing, it's time for some ice packs.
I think Chapstick should probably sponsor some of these bands.
You bet.
Feels the same way.
Currently led by a fellow by the name of Dale Warren.
They're still singing and still going?
Yeah, doing well.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Say, the city of Santa Clara is located in Northern California. It's home to the University of Santa Clara, the oldest college in the state. And our next band, the Santa Clara Vanguard.
I thought the band was playing Cool Water, didn't it?
I know it. It does. It kind of plays tricks on your ears. You know, Santa Clara is known as originally an agricultural fruit processing center. These days, the city's economy revolves around electronic and computer components, of course. This is a 6-time Drum Corps International World Champion. Any questions about why? I don't think so.
Company 8th, 10th Regiment, U.S. Cavalry consisted of African-American soldiers who fought in the Indian Wars after the Civil War. And they were such fierce fighters that the American Indians named them Buffalo Soldiers. And interestingly enough, Steph, during the post-Civil War days, approximately 1 in 4 cowboys was actually an African-American. In fact, a fellow by the name of Will Pickett invented the rodeo event called bulldogging. He would actually come down off the horse, grab the steer, and bite the steer in the nose and put him to the ground. And it was something they needed to do out on the range. Well, today the Buffalo Soldiers are represented by this group led by Marshal C.F. Brown. The group was established in 1992 and consists of men from the medical and teaching professions, as well as a student. And they are Company H, 10th Regiment, U.S. Cavalry, The African-American soldiers.
From Santa Clara, California comes the Santa Clara Vanguard. The organization was formed 37 years ago and now travels 13,000 miles each summer, entering band competitions across the United States. The tour culminates in the World Championship sponsored by Drum Corps International. The Santa Clara Vanguard is the only competing corps that has placed in the top 12 every year since the inception of the Drum Corps International.
That takes a lot of concentration, spinning those rifles and catching them, and that's in this kind of weather. That's not easy.
Oh, yes.
Now, we're talking about the weather, but the good news is even though there was the threat of rain, it's only rained 9 times in the history of the parade, but it has never forced cancellation of the parade.
Well, they don't want to have to deal with you. That's why.
That's right. Well, there you go. Now you're talking. And the big problem with rain, it isn't so much that, the bad weather will cause problems for the marchers, but the floats absorb so much rain that they really run the risk of breaking down.
Yeah. All right. Rainbird Corporation brings together the sounds and beauty of the natural world to create a springtime symphony. This eye-catching float with 8 waterfalls showcases Rainbird's commitment to water conservation and its concern for endangered species and the inhabitants in which they live.
And in fact, this is the Grand Marshal's Award for a float today. A glistening winter snow thaws to unveil the beauty of the Grand Canyon's floor. Spotted owl chicks are safely perched in the crown of an oversized conifer tree. A red-crested woodpecker drills for food as chipmunks scurry to harvest their next meal. And an ocelot cub checks out the new surroundings. On board is renowned animal expert Mr. Jack Hanna.
That owl is...
Who's probably never been attacked by a giant chipmunk before. Riding this way are the new Buffalo Soldiers. This nonprofit group's mission is to educate the public about the contributions made by Company H 10th Regiment of the U.S. Cavalry during the post-Civil War era and the Indian Wars. For decades, the black cavalrymen of the 10th Regiment were the most effective troops on the western frontier. They built forts and roads,